Tyson is a biological woman. And so the other day when he fought Jake Paul? Logan Paul? Which one? Jake Paul. He's been getting weirdos in, like, transvestigating him, I guess. And this is one of them. Mike Tyson is a biological woman. And of course they're going to Reddit to do the transvestigation with this Wikipedia link. These people are internet sleuths, I say. Today I learned Mike Tyson used a fake penis and his own infant's urine to pass a drug test. Wow, that means trans.
I just saw this on Reddit and I figured...
Do they have phrenology but for voices? Is that a thing?
I'd share it. This is transvestigation topic, and also an example of these people's modus operandi.
This is called Rift. I don't know who this is.
MO of those on the world stage. You know how they tell us that, back in Shakespeare times, all the women parts were played by men. And you actually see that in a lot of cultures. That happens in Chinese theater, too.
Yeah, maybe. He just sounds like Hans Wormhat. You guys say that, and you guys are like, this is Hans Wormhat. It might be. I don't know. I don't know who that guy is.
Chinese traditional theater, the female parts are played by men. Japanese traditional theater, the female parts are played by men. And
were they all trans?
And that's traditional. So the joke there of, back in Shakespeare times, the joke about that is, sure, back then, all the actors were inverted, but they are today, too. And
they are today, too. Sure, back then. I don't understand this sure back then stuff. So, like, depending on how far back in human history you go, you can just make whatever argument you want. People used to be like this, and they're like paleo diet. We used to be like this, and they're hardcore right-wing Christians. People used to be like this, and they're trans?
Everybody on the world stage, they're all a part of it to some point. And, of course, it gets deeper than this. It gets into the 4 types of people and intersex conditions and free martins, etc. But in that way, everybody's a part of the club. But ones like Mike Tyson, in my opinion, you're dealing with a biological woman. And
he's for real, yeah. A biological woman. Because of the fake penis piss test? You could understand why a boxer who's not going to piss clean and needs someone to watch him piss into a cup might use a fake dick to pass a drug test, right? And not in a trans way. I don't think this is the case. What I do think would be very interesting is that if you think Mike Tyson is a biological woman, that's very fascinating. So do you think Mike Tyson just smashed all the men? It must be like, cheated or something, right? Interesting. Mike Tyson's an interesting fella. I don't think transvestigation is one of those things that is gonna strike gold necessarily in figuring out who this guy is.
And probably the same case with Schwarzenegger. I mean,
K-Mutant Squirrel, thanks for priming. You think Arnold
has nothing in the pants?
Have a fantastic day.
You think Arnold has a vagina? Wow. Those are two of the manliest men that manly men like to say are manly men. Wow. I guess go woke, succeed at life in every way that men would say is success. So this guy, Hans Wormhat, does not believe animals are real, except the ones he sees in his backyard. He thinks all animals are people in suits, especially gorillas. Is that real, though?
I don't recall investigating Mike Tyson in that region, but here you go, packing. Mike Tyson was using an FTM packer. And they'll give you some story, but they're also...
Hans believes that over 90% of people are secretly trans and all lying to him. He believes he is one of the very few people who are not trans.
This is part of their system of magic. Kabbalah. It has to do with that. The fact...
Kabbalah? Like the fucking... sort of a celebritized... it's sort of like Judaism, but is it though? Like that's a West. Like I remember what's her face? Madonna became big into Kabbalah in the fucking late 90s, early 2000s or something. It was like a whole thing.
That they'll joke about the truth, and so this isn't a joke, but they're telling you the truth, but in a way that you're going to interpret it incorrectly.
Wait, this guy's like genuinely mentally ill, though. You're saying this guy is like literally schizo-posting.
Mike Tyson used a fake penis in his own infant's urine to pass drug tests. That infant, Mike Tyson probably birthed herself. On my video about pregnant FTM, I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson makes an appearance more than once.
Pregnant FTM.
If not, I have talked about Mike Tyson being a breeder in the past. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson has been pregnant. I'm pretty sure they are biological. Woman is jacked up on tea.
Jacked up on tea. Just jacked on it. Get pregnant? Dude, I love the idea of a breedable Mike Tyson. He's famous for once saying, "I'll eat your children," like really softly once. You ever hear? I'll eat your children. And but he'll also have them absolutely geared on fucking tea, dude. Just fucking big old plunger syringes filled with testosterone.
Jacked up on HGH. A woman abusing crazy amounts of hormones can become crazy. Think of the voice. Just think of Mike Tyson's voice. Mike Tyson is a biological woman. FTM. And what else was it? Oh, own infants. So yeah, I think that
he thinks large snakes and pythons and anacondas are just animatronics. Does he have the bravery to like go get a snake and check? Like, snakes are out there. You can go check. You can be like, is that an animatronic snake? Get your shovel out. Sacrifice one snake to science. Dissect it. Yeah. That won't be crazy stuff at all. Everyone will think that he's very normal for doing it as well.
That really means they're telling you that.
You don't want him trying to figure it out? I think it's fine. For one snake, it'll be okay. He won't believe it if it's somebody else. He's got to go find himself a snake. And frankly, would it be bad if he went out looking for snakes? Would that be a bad thing? Killed a snake, they're real. Yeah, snakes are definitely real. I've seen snakes. Been around them. I used to, when I was a kid, little gardener snakes. They used to crawl around, and I used to fucking like pick them up and like move them with my fingies and stuff.
Mike Tyson birthed that child. I think that's the hidden secret there. But also the fake penis thing. They want you to think that the fake penis was just a part of passing the drug test, but it's people who know about this stuff behind the scenes talking about a detachable penis or talking about a fake penis. It's like obvious what the real joke is here, and it's that Mike Tyson is an FTM, is a woman.
Yeah, I mean, I just I think Mike Tyson is just Mike Tyson and wanted to pass a drug test. I mean, I think it's interesting the kinds of things that happen to the human mind when it's fucked up is like Occam's razor is like turned on its side and so many things become possible, right? And like, oh yeah, well you can keep it on the side of the razor blade, so it's like, yeah, of course this is plausible. It makes way more sense that Mike Tyson and everybody else has been secretly trans forever. If everyone's trans, is anybody trans? It sounds like being cis is a freak show situation. We're just like really, really weird. If if we're trying, if most people present as cis, right? Like, and they do in this world. They pick one very binary trans world. We're really fucked up little guys, aren't we? What's wrong with us, Hans? Relevant? I don't think it's called detachable penis. How long is the preamble to this? Where do they say detachable penis?
I woke up this morning with a bad hangover.
And a detachable penis.
Woman and would therefore need a fake penis to pee standing up.
Yeah, but he didn't need it to pee. He needed to fill it with piss that wasn't his so he could pass the drug test.
You know, there's all sorts of devices like that for FTM to pack or to urinate standing up. And I wouldn't even imagine that an illuminated individual like Mike Tyson, by the way, the initials
Illuminated?
MT add to 33.
Holy shit. Dude, we do them all. We do them all here. Anything that isn't real, I'm into. Fuck yeah. Illuminated. Must be Illuminati. So Illuminati, trans person, and the name Mike Tyson is 33. They add to 33 because M on its side looks like 3 and T sounds like 3. That's how you get that math.
You know how like trademark TM?
That's right.
That's why that one's in my brain, because trademark TM is 33. So the initials MT is 33.
It doesn't work backwards, actually, Hans. You have to show your math on that.
Illuminated individuals
It's 30T.
like Mike Tyson, I wouldn't even imagine that they would need to take a drug test, because...
What do you mean? He's a boxer. They take drug tests all the time.
Behind the scenes, they're all in on it together. So...
Oh, right. Never mind. So they're not all in on it. It's... I don't know how... I mean, besides mental health care, it's like... But people do not cooperate enough for conspiracy theories to be real. There's no sense of human cooperation in this world.
So, in my opinion, a lot of times when they say drug testing, what they really mean... This is another one of those games they play. It's all about semantics and using the correct words. What they really mean is that they're testing out new drugs. Not that they're being tested to see if they're on anything. They're cheaters. These people are cheaters. I'm going to do a video soon.
If everyone's trans, no one's cheating. Huh? This is race car logic. You can use the same equipment to tune the car however you like, and that's how you get the better car. You have to go within the parameters, dude. Nobody's cheating if everyone can do it. It's like the steroid thing in baseball. If everyone does steroids, then it doesn't really matter. Although they're not all on steroids.
Soon. Like, this is all part of... this is so them to do this, to be joking about the truth in a way that people won't get it. They're kind of outing them as being transgender. Nobody but a transgender would need a fake penis. This is ridiculous.
Nobody but a transgender. I can think of many applications for a fake penis, and they're not even sexual. One of them is to pass a drug test. A prop in Boogie Nights, for instance, would be a good use for a fake penis. A gag gift would be a quality fake penis situation. A prank, a penile prank, although preferably with someone that wouldn't think that you were, like someone you know, someone that has rapport. Don't do a penis prank on a rando. But good. Look, there's a penis on the wall. Haha. A succulent penis prank. Yeah. There's all sorts of ways to do it. This man has a wife and they homeschool their kids. Well, can you really call it homeschooling if he doesn't really have a brain? You know?
And cheaters, they're cheaters. They're pumped up on hormones, and they don't play by the same rules as anyone else. They know what people behind the scenes. I highly doubt that Mike Tyson really had to take a pee test. However, if she did have to take a pee test, I wouldn't put it past them to kind of run these stuff. They love to, do psyops on one another too. So if they did have somebody, they would love to hook them up with a fake penis. It's
very convenient that everything is a psyop at all times. Yeah, man. This is definitely a situation where you just gotta get help. PP test is the technical term. That's correct. They test the PP.
A bag of pee. I mean, they just like to do silly things like this. So who knows? On one hand, I think maybe this could have happened. But on the other hand, I feel like Mike Tyson doesn't need to take any drug tests. Everybody knows that it's an FTM pumped full of... They're like experiments. One's like Mike Tyson and Schwarzenegger. They're more like experiments. How far can we go with this FTM thing? Okay. And
I'm interested in why you think that. Why though? Just to do it? Like it's just like, yeah, they're doing it. But why? To what end? If the answer is to be happy, I wouldn't give a fuck. This is not even the craziest thing he believes. I believe that.
Yep, the voice on this one never passed, but they passed. An FTM's going to pass if you put them on enough T.
The voice?
And they're the right they start early enough and all that stuff. You know,
The
sometimes you see out there in the wild,
like Mike Tyson's voice doesn't pass. Oh,
what looks like a woman who started transitioning way later in life. Yeah, you can spot those really easy, but they're also not getting the dosages that ones like Mike.
I assume. So is he really like? I assume every single person that is trans, he doesn't like it, right?
Tyson are getting, and they of course start a lot younger. But FTM, that's the big secret. It's especially because of the free Martin thing out there. It's going to be impossible to tell the difference between a woman who's given testosterone and a free Martin. There's literally
free Martin to make it okay that he's attached to them because it's not gay if they are women.
There's going to be no noticeable differences most of the time.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's it for this video. God bless everyone.
Okay, and that's it. That's how we end. God bless everyone. That's the whole thing. I assume he gets banned a lot. A lot of these guys make 1 million channels. And this isn't called Hans Wormhat. It's just this. Is this just one of his many, like, channels? I don't... More about this channel. Is this the only one? Free Martins equal Freemasons. Okay, so he was just saying it not to get, like, banned or whatever. These are some pretty... Pandas are fake and gay? Alright. I mean, that's a wrap on the Mike Tyson video. But I feel like pandas are fake and gay is calling to me. On account of baby being a panda. Although, red panda.
This is a video about how pandas are fake and gay.
That is a beautiful way to start the video, actually. This has way more going for it than the last video. I like that. Pandas are definitely fake and gay.
It's not a real animal. It's just like a mascot suit for the country of China. And
it's a mascot suit? And people dedicate their whole lives to being very convincing mascots of pandas?
That's the reason that there's no ancient depictions of pandas, because it's not a real animal and it was just made up. Like,
I disagree. Hold on. Oldest depiction of a panda? There's no pandas on old things? What is the oldest evidence of pandas? Besides the skulls and jaws from them 2 million years ago. I mean, in human art. The internet was like, no, they've been around forever. I think this is an ignorance of white people. When I'm looking at this, the panda in Chinese are... The first panda to be seen in Europe and America was the cub, Su Lin. Wow. Bears, not panda bears, were carved into jade. However, the mountains, there were pandas that lived happily. Is this actually giving me information? This is just showing the old posts. I mean, here's an old one. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure pandas have existed for 2 million years at least, though. Skulls, jaw, and teeth of the Chronos species comprise the oldest representative skeletal interior of the giant panda lineage. I've been listening to Donnie Benale. Fuck yeah, Serotonin Crunch. No, Jake, the Freemasons crafted those panda fossils with their masonry, and that's why they're called Masons. Smart. That's smart.
100 years ago or whatever. And what made me think of this, a friend shared this with me. Let me one up it real quick. The way some ritual magic works best is if you keep putting out intentions long after the ritual is over.
Have you ever done ritual magic? Dude, will Hans Wormhat help me summon a demon? I've been waiting for someone to help me summon a demon because they're not real. And I have suspicions about people that say that they are scared of them. I would love him to summon a demon for us. He could summon it right here. That'd be crazy.
And the context was predictive programming. So not like predictive programming, but willful, ritualistic manifestation techniques. And I agree. What this reminded me of is just how with their psyops, they have to keep them alive. They have to keep them going. And you'll see with their fake...
Who's they?
Hoax reality, anything that they've completely made up, like the panda...
And also, is Mrs. Wormhat, is she hinged? What's going on there? She's got to be a wacky person or being abused or both, right? Like in total, like what's going on there? Them, you know who they are. Oh.
they got to keep the magic going. And that's why you'll always hear panda stuff in the news. I mean, the movie Anchorman kind of makes a jab about that, how it's all about this media sensation thing about a panda.
Well, because pandas are an endangered species and cute. And people think they're cute. And so they're like, look, a panda baby.
But when was the last time you heard media sensation stories about like a deer or an antelope or a regular, like a squirrel or something?
Well, because they're ubiquitous, you see. There's a ubiquity to a squirrel or a deer. Both pests, by the way. Although deer and squirrels are both cuties. They really are fucking pests. Bears are cuties. It just is what it is.
Something. We don't get stories about real animals, and their fake ones get overexposure. And
if they fake, why do they even bother being gay? For the psyop, dude. For the psyop.
Gotta keep the magic going. So I'm just gonna quickly read through this stuff. If you're new to this topic, I have a whole playlist about fake animals. Today I learned half of pregnancies in giant pandas result in twins, but the mother chooses the stronger cub, and the other one is left to die of starvation. So often their fake stories are very emotional. There's probably 1,000 videos out there of emotional reunion of a chimp with they'll make up some crazy story about how this chimp is being reunited, and
there's probably like 20 of those videos. Like, let's be real. A chimp. Does he not believe in chimps? Which animals are real?
They'll be playing the sappy music in the background, and it's very common that they want to get an emotional reaction out of you, because
well, I think you're mad at how news media interacts with capitalism, personally. So you're more likely to click on something and witness an ad if you are emotionally compelled to click on the thing, right?
If you feel sorry for a fursuit, then you already believe in it. If they can make you feel sorry for this thing, then you've already took the bait and you believe that it's real.
I think it's funny. He believes in God, but not pandas, and that's fascinating to me.
And let's just look through some comments. We got some jokesters. I think this is just an excuse that the panda lobby has devised because they don't want to admit that the mother probably forgot she had 2 babies in the first place. Useless Chinese bears that are taking the jobs away from good American bears.
We love extending our human racism to even the cute things in life.
So, this is just so BS.
Yeah.
I've seen zookeepers steal the favorite panda cub, replacing it with the other one for the mother to care for. They take it into another room and bottle feed it. The mother just carries on. Apparently, panda motherhood is a love the one you're with sort of affair. They'll flip the cubs back and forth multiple times a day. But then how is she choosing the stronger one to begin with if she doesn't care and can't tell the difference?
Yeah.
How are they making that choice to begin with to get?
Because she's a dumb bear.
The stronger one. This just sounds like a bunch of BS. They gotta have an excuse. They have excuses.
Wait, if you don't believe in the panda, then why are you worried about the internal, like, reality of it? You don't even believe in the fucking thing existing. Why do you care if their story about it is true? Is this because I don't think you're using this as evidence pandas aren't real. You're just saying, look, I'm confirming.
Today's video is highly
Look at real animals with you. This is just
requested.
What are the real animals? Wow. All right, someday we'll watch the real animals video.
Excuses for everything. Do you guys know how there's people out there that they have an excuse for everything? It's not hard to come up with excuses. And these people, that's all they do. If you ever question their bullshit, they have an excuse for everything.
For pandas existing? I've been next to pandas. I've seen them around. I've been to zoos. You ever been to a zoo? I've seen pandas. There's not just folks in there. They're clearly not folks. Surely he believes dogs and cats exist, and squirrels, and birds? Not everyone believes in birds.
And that's not... It shouldn't impress you when people have excuses for everything. I can come up with an excuse for anything if I wanted to.
Well, yeah, seems... At least he's aware of that.
And...
Like you're doing
that's just how they are with the psyops. They'll have an answer to anything. Oh, but that's so tragic. Why would they do that? Why would why would the zookeepers just let them abandon one? Oh, well, don't worry. They switch it out and they trick the pandas.
Let them? What do you mean let them? That's just how the pandas do,
There's at least one zoo where they trick the mother with a bamboo stick. They give it to the mom to eat. Then they make the swap while she's distracted. So the mom doesn't even know it's a different cub.
That's funny.
Well, how could they know which one's more fit and make that decision to abandon the other one if they are so stupid that they can't?
That's because they aren't really doing that.
They can get distracted by a piece of bamboo.
They're just dummies.
Really quick. Yeah, pandas are not real. They're people in fursuits. Go to any panda video of them flopping around and you'll see people in the comments who know. They know that they're fursuits. They'll comment about them being drunk people in suits, and yeah.
They'll say that pandas look like drunk guys in suits. Damn. Cute panda videos. Panda Funny Moments compilation. Okay. There's a cute panda. You think this is a person? Think there's a guy in there? He's pretty cute. Look at him go. Yeah, I can't listen to this fucking music. It's probably banned in fucking China. Look at that. That's not a guy. If anything, it looks like a puppy. He's funny, though. Look at his butt. Yeah. They're cuties, dude. Yeah. Oh. Thanks, Hans Wormhat.
Yeah, it's because they know. And Nikocado Avocado probably knows that pandas are just a mascot suit.
Who? Why? What? Why is that name being uttered? Huh?
He just did that weird panda thing. It is related to the nasty things that these people do to children as well. I do believe that there is that connection. The effects of China's one-child policy. Lots of information. So here's we got a Reddit expert to come clear the air.
I see, and you can tell they're a Reddit expert because of the amount of words they typed.
And make it serious. Lots of information here, actually. Pandas are evolutionarily successful by definition in existing today. They'll say the same thing about koalas. Koalas have the same issues. I do not believe in koalas. I think they are animatronics and puppets.
Animatronics and puppets. It's time to let this guy into a zoo.
Maybe there used to be some sort of marsupial that looked like, I don't know. The old pictures of pandas or of koalas look weird.
Okay. Koala. Old pictures of koalas. What do you mean they look weird? What's weird about koala pictures? They look weird now. They're little guys. I mean, are they just too cute? Do you think they're too cute to be little fellas? Look at that guy.
Today we're going to be weighing some of our koalas.
See the weight go up, and we are.
Great. So
Look at
this
that.
happens every 2 weeks. Why do we weigh the koalas?
Yeah, why do we?
It's the best guide to see how they're eating, if they're
It's the best guide.
putting on weight, particularly
What is that? It's not you can't fucking animatronic this dumbass.
because she has a joey. It's a good opportunity to also feel their body condition.
I'm a koala. That's fucking nothing in that brain. It would be smarter if it was animatronic. Love a koala.
So I have a bunch of videos on koalas as well. I know for a fact that
They all have chlamydia? Great.
It wasn't the San Diego Zoo. It was the Wild Animal Park. They literally stuck a stuffed animal in a little glass closet. And
They do look cute.
passed it off as an animal. Anyways, the breeding problem is also known to be specifically a captivity. They have an excuse for everything. Oh, it's just because they're in captivity. That's the problem. Okay, well, I mean, another point about this, and it goes back to keeping it in the public consciousness, you'll always be able to be shocked about the new information coming out about their fake animals. The lore on their fake animals is always evolving. Mm-hmm. When I grew up, I know that sloths did not tell us that sloths were covered in moss all the time.
Yes, they fucking did, huh? They didn't tell us that sloths were mossy? You lie. That was one of my favorite sloth facts when I was a kid. Nah, you just don't have a good brain. That's it. I think to understand whether or not you're a wacky guy is to understand, is to truly like confront the fact that you just have a bad brain. Like your brain's just broken.
That's like a new invention.
It's a new invention. I think we should give everyone a vasectomy, and then when they want to reproduce, we can be like, okay, all right, how you doing, man? You're trying to come in. All right, here's your vasectomy checkup. How's your brain? And then we go, oh, I'm fucking wacky. I don't think koalas are weird. And we go, okay, well, we'll undo your vasectomy, but there's like a 30-day period to where your nuts aren't going to work. So your vasectomy's undone. So here's 30 days for us to give you mental health care because you're trying to give children life, and we should really make sure that parents are good. And so this is your mental health checkup. Give men vasectomies. Gun laws.
Go.
It's all the worms in his hat. Dude, the worms aren't just in the hat. Let's say that.
And
the worms have gone from a temporary living situation to buying real estate within the medulla.
Panda. This is just like a new Panda thing. Who's ever heard about this? They probably came up with this like 10 years ago or something. And they're able to just make up lore about fake animals in a way that we don't. I mean, when was the last time you heard a news story about a deer or something?
Where's this guy fucking live? Deer are everywhere. I've killed a deer. I didn't like doing it, but I found out after. In Canada, the doctor wouldn't let you get a vasectomy because you're not over 25. Wow.
My final point. Real bears. I tried to look up like what is the most closely related bear to a panda bear. Mm-hmm. They said something about the South American bear that I've never heard of, and this is the way that their magic works.
The magic?
They shove panda bear into your head, and
they shove it. Only panda bear information. I didn't even know other animals existed.
Instead of teaching us about real life. Like, we should know about all the other real bears, and we should have cute videos of real bears in the news. Or
the way he has outrage is so interesting. Fucking panda hypnosis. We're ready.
Pictures of we get their fake stuff. Mm-hmm. Children are taught about just outer space balls and dinosaurs all the time.
Outer space balls? Like planets? The planets are fake too. That makes sense.
They constructed this imaginary reality to keep people in. And it's a huge disservice because we don't know about so much real beauty, and God really did make all sorts of amazing creatures.
That's right, he did.
So it's a huge disservice that all we have in our head is sloth.
Yeah. Evidence for God? Question mark? No.
Panda, koala, instead of knowing the real animals out there. What is this? Spectacled bears is what it said
cute.
Was.
Oh, look at their little baby faces.
The AI.
I love them.
Cute. And I couldn't find anything about spectacled bears abandoning one of their cubs. I mean, in your mind, think of like a mama bear with cubs. Sometimes you think of them with one cub, but a lot of times there are multiple cubs playing together. So
what does this have to do with anything? I don't know how. I genuinely don't understand what that is supposed to demonstrate in his brain. He's like, look, bears are around. There can't be pandas.
So it really makes no sense that a panda bear would abandon. And it also makes no sense that if a mother is going to be so choosy to like pick out the strong one and abandon the other one, that they would be otherwise completely oblivious to everything. Oh, give them a piece of bamboo and swap it out, and they'll have no idea that you just swapped it out.
Yeah, because they're dumb.
Well, if they have no idea, how did they know that one of them was stronger than the other one if it can't tell the difference?
Well, I'm pretty sure you took a Reddit post to say that this is how pandas work. The headline of a Reddit post is like, this is how pandas work. And he's like, okay, then I believe that's how pandas work 100% of the time. And Now I think they're fake, though.
Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Pandas are fake and gay.
Wait, what are they gay about, though? I was excited about the gay portion of the pandas, and we never really got to that, which is a shame, a damn shame.
What the hell is that?
Fuck. Okay. So I think pandas are real. Hot take. I would talk to Hans Wormhat. I would see what he wanted to talk about. I would be interested in that conversation. I'm sure it wouldn't be okay, but I would like to pick that brain, ask it some questions.